The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, by Stephen R. Covey is not a book about quick success, motivation, or shortcuts. It is a book about character, principles, and long-term effectiveness. Covey argues that lasting success does not come from techniques or hacks, but from aligning one's life with timeless principles such as responsibility, integrity, cooperation, and continuous growth. The book challenges the modern obsession with quick results and instead focuses on deep internal change as the foundation of external success. Covey begins by explaining the difference between personality ethics and character ethics. Personality ethics focus on surface-level traits like communication tricks, charm, and image management. These approaches may produce short-term wins, but they fail over time because they lack substance. Character ethics, on the other hand, focus on who a person truly is, their values, principles, and inner discipline. According to Covey, most enduring success stories are built on character ethics, not personality tactics. A central idea of the book is the inside-out approach. Covey explains that most people try to fix their lives from the outside in, changing circumstances, blaming others, or seeking external validation. Highly effective people work from the inside out. They change their attitudes, perceptions, and principles first. When internal alignment occurs, external results follow naturally. Covey introduces a framework of 3 stages of human development: dependence, independence, and interdependence. Dependence is the state of relying on others for survival or success. Independence is the ability to take care of oneself and act responsibly. Interdependence is the ability to work effectively with others to create greater results together. True effectiveness, Covey argues, exists at the level of interdependence, but it can only be achieved after mastering independence. The first 3 habits focus on private victory, mastering yourself. The next 3 habits focus on public victory, mastering relationships. The 7th habit focuses on renewal, ensuring continuous growth. Habit 1, be proactive. The first habit, be proactive, is the foundation of all the others. Covey defines proactivity as taking responsibility for one's life. Proactive people recognize that while they cannot control everything that happens to them, they can control their responses. Reactive people, by contrast, allow circumstances, emotions, or other people to dictate their behavior. Covey explains that between stimulus and response lies a space, and in that space lies freedom. Highly effective people use this space to choose their response consciously. They do not blame genetics, upbringing, or environment for their behavior. Instead, they accept full responsibility for their choices. Language plays a key role in this habit. Reactive language includes phrases like, "I can't," "they make me," or "that's just how I am." Proactive language includes, "I choose," "I will," and "I can find a solution." The words people use reveal how much control they believe they have over their lives. Covey introduces the concept of the circle of concern and circle of influence. The circle of concern includes everything people worry about: economy, politics, other people's behavior. The circle of influence includes things they can actually control: their actions, attitudes, and decisions. Proactive people focus their energy on their circle of influence, which expands over time. Reactive people focus on their circle of concern, which shrinks their influence. Being proactive does not mean being aggressive or controlling. It means acting based on values rather than impulses. It means choosing long-term integrity over short-term comfort. Habit 2, begin with the end in mind. The second habit focuses on clarity of purpose. Covey explains that everything is created twice, first mentally, then physically. Highly effective people live their lives with intention. They do not drift through life reacting to events. They define what success means to them before pursuing it. Covey encourages readers to imagine their own funeral and consider what they would want people to say about them. This exercise is meant to clarify values, priorities, and legacy. Without a clear vision, people may achieve success in one area while failing in others that matter more. A key tool in this habit is the personal mission statement. A mission statement defines who you want to be, what you want to stand for, and what principles guide your decisions. It acts as an internal compass, helping you make decisions aligned with long-term values rather than short-term pressures. Covey distinguishes between leadership and management. Leadership determines direction, what ladder you are climbing. Management determines efficiency, how fast you climb. Without leadership, efficiency becomes meaningless. Habit 2 is about ensuring you are climbing the right ladder before worrying about speed. This habit also emphasizes principle-centered living. When values guide decisions, life becomes more coherent and less reactive. Goals shift from external rewards to meaningful contribution. Habit 3, put first things first. The third habit is about execution. While habit 2 focuses on vision, habit 3 focuses on discipline. Covey explains that effectiveness requires prioritizing what truly matters, not what feels urgent. Covey introduces the time management matrix, which divides activities into 4 quadrants based on urgency and importance. Quadrant I includes urgent and important tasks like crises. Quadrant 2 includes important but not urgent activities like planning, relationship building, learning, and health. Quadrant 3 includes urgent but unimportant tasks like interruptions. Quadrant 4 includes neither urgent nor important activities like distractions. Highly effective people spend most of their time in Quadrant 2. They invest in prevention, preparation, and personal growth. Ineffective people live in Quadrants 3 and 4, reacting to urgency and escaping responsibility. This habit requires saying no to good things in order to say yes to the best things. It requires self-discipline, boundaries, and courage. Putting first things first often means acting against pressure, expectations, or convenience. Covey emphasizes that true time management is actually self-management. It is about aligning daily actions with long-term values. Discipline flows naturally when purpose is clear. Habit 4, think win-win. Habit 4 shifts from self-mastery to relationship mastery. Think win-win is a mindset that seeks mutual benefit in interactions. Covey argues that life is not a zero-sum game. Success does not require someone else to fail. Win-win thinking is based on abundance mentality, the belief that there is enough success, opportunity, and recognition for everyone. Scarcity mentality leads to competition, jealousy, and conflict. Covey contrasts win-win with other paradigms such as win-lose, lose-win, lose-lose, and win. Highly effective people refuse to engage in relationships where mutual benefit is impossible. They value integrity over agreement. Win-win requires courage and consideration. It requires standing up for your interests while respecting others. This balance builds trust and long-term cooperation. Habit 5, seek first to understand, then to be understood. This habit focuses on communication and empathy. Covey explains that most people listen not to understand, but to reply. They filter what others say through their own experiences, emotions, and assumptions. Highly effective people practice empathetic listening. They listen to understand another person's perspective deeply, emotionally and intellectually. This does not mean agreeing, it means truly seeing the world through another's eyes. Empathy builds trust. When people feel understood, they become open to influence. Covey explains that being understood comes naturally after understanding others first. This habit transforms relationships in families, workplaces, and communities. It reduces conflict and increases cooperation. Habit 6, synergize. Synergy means that the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. Habit 6 builds on the previous habits to create creative cooperation. When people value differences rather than fear them, new solutions emerge. Covey explains that synergy requires humility, openness, and trust. It means recognizing that others may see things you do not. Instead of compromise, synergy seeks creative alternatives that satisfy everyone's core needs. Highly effective teams leverage diversity of thought, experience, and perspective. They do not aim for uniformity, but harmony. Habit 7. Sharpen the saw. The final habit focuses on renewal and sustainability. Covey explains that effectiveness is not a one-time achievement, it requires continuous renewal in 4 dimensions: physical, mental, emotional/social, and spiritual. Physical renewal includes exercise, nutrition, and rest. Mental renewal includes learning and reflection. Emotional renewal includes relationships and service. Spiritual renewal includes values, meaning, and purpose. Many people sacrifice renewal for productivity, but this leads to burnout and decline. Highly effective people invest in renewal because it increases long-term capacity. Habit 7 reinforces all other habits. It ensures growth, balance, and resilience. Core message of the book. The ultimate message of The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People is that true success is principle-centered. Effectiveness comes from alignment between values and actions. There are no shortcuts to character, trust, or fulfillment. Covey teaches that success without integrity is hollow, and productivity without purpose is empty. The habits are not techniques to apply temporarily, they are principles to live by permanently. The book challenges readers to move beyond achievement toward meaning, beyond independence toward interdependence, and beyond short-term wins toward lifelong contribution. In the end, the book is not about becoming more efficient, it is about becoming more human, more responsible, and more effective in what truly matters.